Hi, I'm Julia Prescott, and I'm a f***ed up gal who's into f***ed up films. It's F***ed Up Film Club. Buckle up, because this week, Big Daddy Stephen King is hand-delivering your most horrific nightmares. This movie has everything. Creepy clowns? Check. F***ed up kids? Double check. Creative and crafty ways to see blood in a film? Like with balloons exploding? Double, triple, quadruple check. The clown Pennywise lives in the sewer. He pops up every which way, and so you really never know where he's going to surface.
Here I am, Wheezy.
So he could surface when you're hanging out with your cool boyfriend. He could surface when you're in the middle of a job interview. He could surface right now. Is he, according to the laws of this movie, you're never safe. Because this film is so f***ed up, you're gonna need a palate cleanser. Let's make a snack, shall we? We shall. Shall we? We shall. So we've got literally everything in my fridge today, and we're going to be making something that's gonna be a little bloody, something that's gonna make you feel like you've been traumatized by a clown your entire life.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Yes! No!
Yes!
Yes!
Today we're making Pennywise's popcorn and punch. A little food or drink, a little bit column A, a little bit column B. I'm very tired. So first we're gonna start off with Pennywise's popcorn. As you can see, I made them nice and bloody for you, which you could recreate with your own food coloring, food dye, actual blood. I don't know what kind of life you lead. And you can serve your popcorn in a variety of ways, but the way that I've liked to do it today is an homage to a scene when we see Pennywise and the first thing that you see are his creepy clown hands. So I try to recreate that to the best of my ability. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want, but you know, look at that.
You're working too hard, kid.
Start filling it with as much popcorn as you can. Also make sure that you wash your hands before. I'm not sure if I did. That's beautiful, right? That took literally 22 minutes to recreate. So you better think it's cool.
Let's have a couple of drinks, huh?
We're gonna start with some cranberry juice. So we've got our cranberry juice, we've got our fruit punch. This looks like I'm drinking it by myself, and that's because I am. We're gonna add a little bit of pineapple juice as well. A perfect cocktail for the summer. So we're gonna then add our ginger ale as like a little fizzy component to sort of cut through the sugar. And then to my favorite part, we're drinking tequila. I don't know. It's a little bit lighter for blood, but you can mix it up and make it bloodier. Just make sure it's nice and mixed together. And then, you know, drink up. I just...
10 out of 10.
Why should you watch this film? Because it's one of the most iconic f***ed up films of all time. It's a horror movie about clowns. And it stars Tim Curry, who I love, because he was in Home Alone 2.
I love you.
And not only that, like seriously the most evil clown in history, whose name isn't anything like Chuckles or Mr. Laffy, but Pennywise.
Pennywise? Pennywise.
Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Two words that you recognize in English but together make absolutely no sense. That's who we're f***ing with here. Which brings me to our new segment. Who hurt you, Stephen King? Seriously, who? First you make Carrie, which is about fucked up high schools. Then you make It, which is about fucked up clowns. Don't you want to make a movie where it's like a slow montage of like a baseball player running through a field, or it could be about a dog, or a baseball team with dogs. I don't know why I'm so fixated on baseball, but I just feel like that's the wholesome punch that your scripts really need. Who do you watch this movie with? Well, your high school boyfriend for exactly 2 weeks from 10th grade. His name will probably start with some letter like J, and one night in your parents' basement, you're gonna pop this bad boy in. And you're gonna pretend like it's not the weirdest, freakiest thing you guys have both ever seen, because you're gonna be making out. 4 words to describe this movie: clowns, kids, creepy, curses. Ooh, nailed it. You know when you're a lady walking down the street and some creep in a car tells you to smile more, and then you bite their fucking finger off? That's basically the plot of our movie today. We are here, of course, to talk about the movie A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, the first Iranian vampire western that I've heard of, shot entirely in black and white, so it's artsy as fuck. There's digging, there's dying, and there's dancing. It's really creepy when you watch someone dance with no music in black and white and you know that they're a vampire. Real creepy. Who do you watch this movie with? Your sisters, your world sisters. I of course mean your book club, your church club, your dub club. That's when you make dubstep in a club because it's of course better in a community. And you basically tell them, hey man, we're gonna take a knee and talk about this movie because it's time to take back the night Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. See how I brought it back around. Which brings me to, what movie treat do you make for this? Well, I'm glad you didn't ask. A bloody, boozed up bevy, of course. I love alliterations. You probably already know this about me. First we grab our vodka. You already have it. I know this. I know this. It's the fact about you. Now we grab our strawberry liqueur. Ooh, liqueur. Don't mind if I do. Try to make it work. It didn't work. Now we grab our champagne. Tomorrow's gonna hurt. And last we grab our strawberry syrup because god damn it, this is America. So we're gonna start with vodka as our base and just pour a little skosh in there. Then we're going to take our champagne and add that layer in and make it all nice and sparkly. Ooh, ah. And then we're gonna add our blood. Blood of my blood, blood. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying blood so many times. And you're just gonna top it off like so. And if that isn't good enough for you, we're gonna drizzle the edges of the glass with this strawberry syrup. You're probably not gonna spill the way that I'm spilling. There you have it, booze. You love it, I love it. Your Aunt Lisa loves it. Invite her, bring her over, get her in there. She's probably already in your book club, which is really just a front for getting boozy with the ladies anyway. 4 words to describe this movie. Bitches be biting bros, as is their God-given right. This movie is about a dude who rises from the dead, and as he goes through the portal of hell, oops, loses a limb or two in the process. I hate it when that happens. It's kind of like when you come back from the grocery store and you hit a stoplight a little too hard and then you just have like a full bag of groceries just topple over in your passenger seat. And for a second you're just like, why did I have to open up that bag of Cheez-Its? Why? Oh, because I wanted a reward for doing my Saturday morning errands. And now they're just Cheez-It crumbs everywhere. Those Cheez-Its crumbs will haunt this car forever, just like the demons haunt the main character in this movie. Do you see? I brought it back around. It was sort of like I was fishing. I did the cast out and then I was like, oh, why don't you come on home?
This stuff means nothing to me.
Listen, sometimes you just kill it, and I killed it. So the main character of Hellraiser is this guy named Frank.
I'm Frank.
And I forgot to mention that before he died, he was for sure boning his brother's girlfriend, which is really important because when he comes back and rises from the dead, she's like, yo, I know you've got some demon shit on you, but I'm gonna get that dick. So of course his old side piece harvests blood so that he can form into a real person again. So you know that dick must have been good. Damn good. Don't tell Satan I'm married good.
No.
Why do you watch this movie? Because it's a what the f horror classic. It even spawned a series. So there's Hellraiser 1, Hellraiser 2, Hellraiser 3, Rise of the Hellraisies. That's not real. But it could be. But it isn't. But it should be.
Don't do that.
Which brings me to, who do you watch this movie with? Your friend Amanda's cool older brother, Steve. He's the one who told you about it. And even though you have a horror movie thing and an eye thing and whatever this movie is thing, you keep it to yourself and just sit in your own sexual tension because he does not like you back. He is 17 and you are for sure 12.
Oh, no, tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
What movie treats do you make for this? Oh, a Hellraiser cheese plate, of course. It's about to get real creepy.
It's a great idea. There's the kitchen.
First, you start with this lovely face mold that you can get at your local art store. You'll probably get put on a list for purchasing it by yourself, but that's a price that, you know, you should be willing to pay for F***ed Up Film Club. Our main cheese that we're gonna be using for this is feta cheese. And so we're gonna be taking our feta cheese and our green onions. You're gonna mix that together with a little bit of olive oil. And then this is oregano. Again, a little bit for texture, a little bit for taste. So feta is gonna be the star, but it has to mix in with other cheese just to add a little bit more texture. So we're gonna be using 2 containers of cream cheese to get that going and really fill out the cast. And you'll see in a minute. So after you mix all of your cheeses and other ingredients together, you're going to put it in your face cast. And then this is the fun part, unveiling. I'm gonna do this. How about that? I'm gonna do it. Ah, it worked! Look at that! Oh my gosh, that looks like somebody I used to know. So we've got our face, and now here's the fun part. Think about all the people, all the lovers that have scorned you in your life, and just and you just take it out. I am not weird for giving you a book of poetry, Aaron. You broke my heart. Why don't you read my poetry, and then you can understand the person that you discarded because, you know, you were too busy to have a girlfriend, even though we all know, like, what 17-year-old is too busy? Come on. So maybe there is a silver lining. I mean, I am married now, so I think you are too. I don't know, I haven't been on Facebook in a minute. I mean, if you have a Hellraiser party, people walk in, they see this shit, they're gonna be like, good Lord, in a good way. You made a mistake, Aaron. Big mistake. 4 words to describe this movie. Dat, devil, dick, dough. That devil dough, I mean, that's a tasty dick. You ever gross out yourself mid-shoot? I'm surprised it took me this long to get here. So here at F***ed Up Film Club, we have our finger on the pulse for future F***ed Up films, and our candidate this week is the movie 9/11. In case you forgot, they're telling you to never forget. This is a terrible premise for a movie, and Charlie Sheen needs money. Thanks for watching F***ed Up Film Club. Make sure that you subscribe to Snarled wherever you see fit, and comment below with how Hellraiser f***ed you up. I want to know, did you make it to that part? That though, did you make it to the part where he finally comes back and he's like, I f***ed your girlfriend, and the brother's like, why?